So hormonal changes can accelerate intimacy loss, creating emotional distance over decades. And societal, and also, here's the other thing, to reduce social stigma. It used to be a badge of shame if a woman was divorced. It was like a scarlet letter. Now, there's no real stigma to divorce anymore. Divorce is becoming much more common. When I say we've been married for 39 years, people are shocked because most people don't stay married that long because the stigma has been downgraded. And it used to be people stayed together for the children, or people stayed together because they didn't want that social stigma of being divorced, especially women didn't want that social stigma. It's like it used to be, oh, my husband cast me off. But after the break, we're going to talk that now most of the divorces are initiated by women. It's not the men, it's the women. And that's what I saw in my OBGYN practice, is that these women came in saying that, hey, if I had known this about my hormones, I may not have gotten a divorce. And now well, I don't want to. I'll tell you what the statistics are when we come back from break, because it's time for break right now. But yes, this is a woman motivated movement, not men. Okay, it's not the man saying, "Hey, I want a divorce. I'm going to marry a younger woman." It's actually women who are saying, "I'm not going to take this anymore." So we'll come back right after the break. All right.
We are going to a quick break, so stay with us as we explore the Ageless Blueprint right here on W4HC Radio and Talk4 TV. An ancient secret with a modern twist for better health and vitality. Dr. Taylor will be right back. Taking care of your health shouldn't mean taking a handful of pills every day. At Taylor MD Formulations, they create doctor-developed supplements that combine the best natural ingredients so you get the results you need with fewer pills. Taylor MD Formulations is backed by science, designed for real life with real results. Less pills, better health, doctor approved. Shop now at TaylorMDFormulations.com and discover smarter supplements for smarter health. That's TaylorMDFormulations.com. We are back for more of Ageless Blueprint. Once again, let's join Dr. Taylor for more insights and research on the ancient secret to better health and a better life in modern times. Here's your host, Dr. Eldred Taylor.
All right, we're back. And hey, Rebel, do we have any questions, or do we need to just move on?
Yes, we have some questions. Let's see.
Okay.
First question was from Kevin. Why do kids take first chair in a woman's life?
Hey, you got to ask God about that. Okay. I don't know. Hey, that's how, hey, we are here to propagate the species. So somebody has to make sure that the species continues. And women seem to, because women are the ones who are the creators of this, they're the ones who nurture this baby from conception. Okay, so the nurturing didn't start once the man saw that baby. A woman starts nurturing that baby for the whole 9 months. And I understood that when I saw women who had miscarriages. And the miscarriage may be only 2, 3, 4 weeks, but they felt a significant loss, even if that baby never came to fruition where it was visible to other people. Her biology suffered a loss, and it is traumatic, and men need to understand that, and everybody needs to understand that is a loss, because that mother has been nurturing that baby from conception. So it has a tie with that baby that can be stronger than the tie that they have with the man. That's why you see these women, these single mothers, they survive. They can have 6 children. The man leaves and they will stay there. Okay, so you need to ask God about that. But I'm telling you, men, you need to understand it, because it's not going to, as far as I know, it's not going to change. And to think about it, you don't want it to change. If you have a child, you want that mother to nurture that baby. Okay. I know you want to have your needs met too, but you're going to have to understand that you need to fall in line. Okay. You just do. Are you going to be frustrated? So anyway, I hope I explained that.
Yes, you did. All right. The
Okay.
next question is from Charlie.
Mhm.
Do you find men get jealous of not being first in a relationship after kids?
Yes, that's the whole problem. That's what I'm trying to help you to understand. You can be jealous all you want, but it's not going to change how that woman is. And this is what I've learned. The only thing you can change is yourself. Okay? If you change yourself, then the people around you will change. And if you become more understanding of your wife or the mother of your child, the the woman will start to understand you more. Okay? So you can't change women. You can't. All right? All you can do is change how you respond to her. And I will tell you that has been the most important thing that has happened in my relationship with my wife is that I learned I have to change out how I respond to her. And if I change how I respond to her, she will change how she responds to me. The more I understand her and I accept her as the way she is, the more she will understand me and accept me as the way I am. And that is what I think true intimacy is that we understand each other and we accept each other and we accept each other through the changes that we go through. We try to understand the changes. We try to support each other through those changes. So that's how you get over the jealousy is just change your mindset and things around you will change. Let's do one more question and then I'll finish up. I think I got like 2 or 3 more slides. Okay. So any other questions?
Yes. Okay. The last one is, are you saying it is okay to give each other space?
Oh, yes. Hey, I will tell you that's another thing that saved our marriage is that sometimes you have to go to your separate corners and cool down and then come back. It's almost like, I don't want to, like a prize fight or whatever. They say, you get all tangled up in a fight and then they separate you out and they say, hey, go to your corners and then you come back. And a lot of times when we see that a discussion, I won't say an argument, that a discussion is starting to move into an argument, we separate. We say, let's just think about this. And the key is give yourself time to respond instead of react. Because a lot of times we just automatically react to something our spouse does, and we don't take time to respond and think about it. Because then what happens is you get into this big argument, and what happens? After a while, you start to think about it, and you're like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? I didn't mean that. So just don't react. Just stop. Shut your mouth. Think about the situation and say, how can I resolve this where it doesn't lead into some long extended argument that could lead into something that we don't want? So just take your time. Listen to your wife. And that's what I had to learn. Listen to her. And then just shut up. Okay, think about it and then come back. And sometimes you don't even need an answer. Just listen. And sometimes just the woman being able to get it out and knowing that you heard her, you don't even need to respond. So that's something that is learned. And I'll tell you, if you follow that, just be quiet sometime. Okay. Just be quiet and take your time before you respond to your spouse. And I guess that can go both ways for the woman and the man. All right. And I am so glad that the men are asking the questions because the men sometimes don't look deep. We are, my wife says, men are simple. A lot of times men just look at the surface. And I want to encourage you to go deeper into what a relationship should be. It's more than satisfying your sexual desires. It's more than that. It can be more beautiful than that. It really can. So, all right, So the role of women's independence. I told you these women, they're like, I'm not going to take this anymore. These hormonal shifts prompt identity reflection, and they begin to say, what do I want in my life second half? They've been, for decades, they've been doing household work responsibilities. It causes cumulative stress combined with hormonal fatigue. This can become an emotional breaking point. And then also these women, as they get into their 50s, see, it used to be they were bound by the home. The man went out and worked, the woman stayed home and took care of the kids and the house. So they didn't have the financial autonomy to say, I'm not satisfied, I'm leaving. So unlike past generations, women over 50 often have careers and very successful careers and financial independence, enabling them to leave unsatisfying marriages. My wife is a physician. She could leave whenever she wanted to. She doesn't necessarily need me. However, emotionally, we need each other. Okay. And she needs me. I need her. We are, we are two who have become one. All right. But if you haven't done that, the woman who does look deep, she looks deep into a relationship. She's not functioning on the surface. So if she feels unsatisfied deep in her soul, she will leave. She will tell you she doesn't need you. She'll say, I can do bad by myself. All right. So this is a new age for women, is that they are not totally dependent upon a man for their financial security. So men, you need to offer more than just financial security if you want to maintain your marriage. It's not about sex and finances. It's about having a deep relationship with your spouse. So women initiate 66% of all divorces. All right, that's what I'm telling you. Men, you think, oh yeah, I'll go find me another woman. No, these women are saying, I'm not going to stay in an unsatisfying marriage. And I will tell you, I'm going to be very honest with you, is what prompted this transformation in me is that my wife, I was frustrated at where I was in life. I felt like I could do more. I had this career where, I was going out speaking and teaching and communicating and trying to, help people. And I felt like I was stuck in my office. And then I had some other things going on with my extended family. I was frustrated.